Phil1Up family, welcome back to the Phil1Up channel. This is episode 6 of the Phil1Up podcast. And today's guest is the fantastic, talented man behind Project Retro Games. If you've been sleeping under a rock and missed the videos where I unbox their amazing products, you are completely missing out because it's so amazing what they're doing. And I want to give a huge shout out to Radical Reggie for bringing this project to my attention. He has done some amazing videos and has so many more amazing videos coming up on his channel. So link in the description will be below. I just am so excited for this episode. I'm so happy to have you on. Tell us about yourself, where you're from, and how you got into video games.
Hey Phil, thank you very much for having me on your videos. I love your videos, man. You're funny. I like those funny things you do. And thank you for showing my games and thank you very much. My name is Rafael. It's not Project Games Reto. You can call me Rafael. I start this project, I've been collecting for 10 years. That's a lot of time. And when I was buying repros, and the quality just didn't make you happy. It make me happy, a lot of repros out there, the quality is so poor. And I was doing my own manuals, my own thing, just for my own collection. And I had a lot of friends looking at my collection and say, "Dude, where did you get that?" I said, "I do it myself." And they told me, "Oh, you should this for more people because you do so nice. So it's so nice." And I had a friend from Brazil help me with the manuals and stuff, and that's how it started. I started to do stuff, and people are asking about, and then I started to sell little by little, and then the thing just exploded like so fast.
That's awesome, man. That's really, really cool. I just have to say, you said Raphael, and I was like, that's my favorite Ninja Turtle. I'm a big Ninja Turtle guy. Like right over here, if I show you, I just got this in the mail the other day. Not too long ago. Like it's the Mirage comic, like Ninja Turtle 4-packs. I have so many NECA Ninja Turtles, so I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, so that's cool. I wish I was talented enough to where I could do that, because there's so many times where it's like you buy a used game and it doesn't have a manual. I could just make the high quality stuff and do it myself to fill those gaps in my collection. I so would, but it's so awesome that you started that and it's doing well for you. What skills or training do you have that helps you create these amazing physical reproductions?
I worked 10 years for Harley Davidson. I was a technician. I'm actually a master technician, Harley Davidson master technician. And I did a lot of motorcycle restoration, vintage motorcycles. And I have a lot of electronic and electric background, and also airbrush and painting. So that's what help me with the design and modding consoles. Also, you need a lot of electronic and electric soldering skills. So that's what helped me with this project. Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Everybody gotta love Harley Davidsons, man. That's awesome. And that's really neat that helped you transfer over to your passion for gaming and be able to create all of these amazing projects. Your paint job on these custom consoles is just phenomenal. Y'all should see the PS1 for Tales of Fantasia and the PS2 for Tales of Destiny. It's just, it blows my mind. It's so good. It's so good. And he's going to show some cool stuff on here while we're talking. So look out for that. Is this a solo project, or do you have help from anyone else?
Like I said, I have a friend from Brazil. His name is Thiago. He's a designer. I have a huge collection of Neo Geo MVS cartridges, and that's how I met him, because he was the one doing my boxes and manuals for my MVS cartridge. This is the MVS cartridge, if you guys don't know. The King of Fighters 2001 for MVS cabinet.
That's cool.
So I have an almost complete collection of MVS, and he's the one doing my boxes and manuals. And that's how I met him, and I told him about my thoughts and my project, and he said, "Yeah, I'll help you out." And he's the one doing all my designs and artwork.
Wow! Shout out to him too, man, because
he's a good guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, honestly, I definitely would like to talk with him and meet him too. There's so many talented people out there that are doing amazing things, and that's what this podcast is all about, putting a spotlight on these things that you guys might not know about because it's so cool. And
Yeah.
if the official companies and whatnot aren't going to give us these awesome things, then I'm happy that other people were out there doing it so that we actually have it. Because the PS1 box set of the Resident Evil games that I showed off on the channel is so amazing. It almost looks like something Capcom would have put out back in the PS1. They didn't, but it looks like they would have. So
Big fan of Resident Evil, and I think Resident Evil deserved those new, those new games, those hackers. Shout out to those people that does all those hacks, because without them, we wouldn't have those games. And they are the ones doing a lot of the hard work actually to mod the game like the way they do. It's very hard. And big shout out to BHE. That's the guy that I'm in contact that did the Resident Evil hacks, and he's the one that gave me the approval. And he's a nice guy, beautiful guy, and we've been in touch, and we are working on Resident Evil demake, Resident Evil Zero demake right now. So thanks to them, because it's not an easy work. I do my work. It's I'm selling basically design, artwork. That's what I'm selling. I'm not selling the game. If you want to play the game, just go online, download. It's free. But if you want a nice artwork, a nice box, that's where you contact me.
yeah, I mean, I've seen some of these modded games, and it's phenomenal. Like I watched full playthroughs of the Kendo Cut and the Kendo Cut Uncut. Absolutely hilarious. And they're giving longevity to these older titles that people may not know about, or maybe people have moved on because of remakes or remasters, but the mods are so amazing, and that's what makes me want to get like a Steam Deck or some kind of handheld PC so that I could play some of these mods and these games, because they're phenomenal. And to be able to have a physical, tangible copy of that with these high quality reproductions is even more amazing. So yeah, it's really awesome. Yeah. But what's the hardest thing about the process of making these reproductions? And do you make much money from it?
I think design is, it's not easy to come up with a nice design and approve the design. Sometimes you make the CD comes and you don't like it, you gotta redo it. That's not easy. Also, it's not that hard. Also, but I think the hardest part of it's modding. I think it's to mod. I like to do the Tales of Fantasia edition. I had to mod 40 consoles. It's a lot.
Oof.
And to do a nice collection, you have to do 40. You have to buy, first you have to buy 40 PS1s. What I do is I basically I save those consoles because I buy them as a lot. They don't work. They have video problems, they have sound problems, they have laser problems. So what I do, I restore them, I bring them back to life, and then I do the collection edition. So I think the hardest part is the modding parts and the restoring parts of the console. Design also, it's a lot of work, but to put the collection, it's a lot of stuff. It's design, it's modding, all this stuff takes time and work. The money that comes helps me to come up with the next project. I don't make that much money. It's basically, for me, it's like a hobby. You know what I mean? I have to make a little because all the work of modding, I think I make my money on the mod part of the game than actually all the design and artwork, because invest on manuals, on boxes, invest on buying the consoles also takes a lot of money and time. But I make a little money. I don't make a lot, but I don't think I'm gonna get rich with that. But I know the community out there, it's happy with the games, and I think as more people know my work, more people get my stuff, I think I'm gonna be able to make a little bit more money.
Well, you may not be making much money or get rich in a monetary sense, but you are getting rich in bringing amazing things to the community and just bringing a lot of joy. Because when I got those packages in the mail, man, I wanted to cry. I was so happy because I don't even have an authentic long box PS1 game. I don't. They're kind of expensive. And there's a lot of those retro games I'm like, man, I wish I would have invested more than those instead of a bunch of like PS4 back there. I have way too many PS4 games. And I've been thinking about downsizing some of it and maybe going out and getting a few of those retro titles that I've always wanted. So to be able to have some tangible version of those games, or a game that never got an English translation before, is just a big boon to me. But the fact that the quality is there and it feels so authentic to those classic versions, those long boxes, it's so nice because you can proudly display it on your shelf and nobody's
Yeah.
going to give you the stink eye for it.
Yeah, I don't want, I don't want you guys hide your repo from your friends. I want you to show up. And one time, one guy asked me, "Oh, dude, why your game is a little expensive, and that guy is charging $20. Why should I buy your game?" And I told him, if you want to show up your games to your friends, you buy my game. If you want to hide your game from your friends, buy the other game. Also, the quality, you're gonna have game for a longer time. The longevity of the game is gonna have a. I also made a video of how strong my city is, like the painting. I was scratching the city with a knife, and I
Yeah.
was scratching the other city repro with a knife, and I think people saw the difference.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I want. I want quality. I want people to show up. That's what's make me happy. Makes me happy. People showing up their games on Instagram. "Oh, look what I got. Look what the quality. That's what makes me happy more than the money that I make.
Yeah. There's some great videos on his Instagram. Like I said, I'll have a link in the description to the store, into the Instagram. We're wanting to get him a YouTube channel and trying to get that started so that we can get more attention to his project. Hopefully we can get that started soon.
Yeah, I'm saving
But
a bunch of videos for. I'm gonna start. I have a YouTube channel, but I'm saving a bunch of videos so I can show you people how I paint, how I mod the consoles also, and show them how the collection starts. That's how the work is done. That's what I wanna do on my YouTube videos.
yeah, I'm so excited for that. And if I can help you, man, I definitely will. I will
Thank
definitely
you.
be giving it lots of support. Earlier, I mentioned Radical Reggie's channel. Fantastic guy. I've met him, but fantastic guy. You two seem to be great friends. I'm always seeing him in the comments of all your posts, and he's liked some of my stuff a couple of times. But I was really curious, how did you both meet?
Man, I've been a big fan of Reggie for a long time. Before I met him, I was watching his YouTube videos every day. Every time the YouTube video comes up, I was the one, like the first guy watching the videos. Him and Metal Jesus are like my heroes. I love them. All the games they show, all the explanation, all the knowledge they give it to us. That's what I like about Reggie and Metal Jesus. And when I started, I just shot out to Edgy a text and I say, "Dude, I got these games. I want to send it to you. I just want to give it to you. I don't want you to show up. If you don't need to show up, I just want to give it to you, some of my stuff, and I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about it?" And when actually he replied to me, I was so excited, man. Reggie replied to me, and then he sent me the address, I sent him the games, and he loved it. He loved it. He said, "Dude, can I make a video?" I said, "Yeah, do it. Thank you." I'm like, "Thank you. I want to make a video of my games." And then we start to talk, man. He's a very nice guy, big heart. He gives me advices and his knowledge. He gives me a lot of knowledge. "Dude, you want to translate a game? Do this game. This is the game you want to translate." Actually, Metal Gunslinger. It's Reggie. Reggie told me, "Dude, you got to do Metal Gunslinger." And I'm like, "Oh, you think it's a good game?" "Yeah, it's an awesome game." I'm like, "Okay, let me take a look." And then I played the game and say, "Dude, I love this game. I got to translate it." And then that's how I started.
I've seen so many of his videos pop up, and I first discovered him on Metal Jesus videos several years ago. And I was like, man, this guy knows what he's talking about. Where did all this knowledge come from?
Yeah.
And he's just he's like a big teddy bear, man. You see him, he's so happy. He's just like a big teddy bear, and it's like that's a good role model. That's somebody you want to be like. So yeah, if
I
I
didn't
ever have the opportunity to meet him, I definitely will.
I didn't have the opportunity to meet him yet, but I think it's pretty close. I think we're gonna meet. And he's a great guy. That's why I want to meet him one day. Actually, you guys saw the console that I'm making for him. I think that's a surprise that I'm probably gonna talk later when you ask some questions. I'll wait for the questions.
Oh, yeah, I'm already excited. So, so you've been working on your own translations like Metal Gunslinger for games that never had them. What's the process like when it comes to translating games, and how long does that typically take?
It's not easy. Metal Gunslinger took me at least 6 months to translate the whole
Wow.
game, and it's a lot of hours. You got to put a lot of hours into it. You go sleep very late. Sometimes you get synced to the translation. You sleep late. And big shout out to those guys out there, to the translators. Thank you for their job, for their work, because without them, we didn't have those games like Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Destiny. It's not me, it's those guys. The only thing I'm doing is the artwork, the nice manual, the translation for the manuals. That's what I'm doing. But the bigger job, they are doing the job. So I started translation because by curiosity. I contact some translators. Some of my games I contact and I ask permission, and they told me, dude, it's not easy to make a translation. It's pretty hard, blah blah blah. But I give you a permission. You can put my game out. Some guys I couldn't. Some guys I can't contact. Some guys don't like contact. I can't. I release the game anyway. They never contact me. Support those guys because they deserve. So next one, that's Grandal for PS1 right now. I'm probably on the second boss, probably like half-hour gameplay. But probably Grandal is gonna take me, I don't know, 8, 9 months to finish. I don't know, but it's not easy.
I know I would not have the patience for that. Trust me.
You need a lot.
The only language I know is English. Everything else looks like gibberish to me. So there's no way I could figure that out. So kudos to everybody that works hard with translating. I have a friend on Twitter. She's telling me that she's learning Japanese and she's doing it herself and doing research. And I'm like, I don't have the patience for that, but kudos on you if you learn it. That means you could just import Japanese games and you'll be good to go. You don't have to wait for an English version. But me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait or buy some high quality reproductions from Project Retro Games.
And my first language is Portuguese. I don't even speak good English, and I have to translate from Japanese to English. And yeah, luckily those guys that I contact, they give me this guy that I did this game,
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to this one.
Mystic Knights for PlayStation 2. I actually contacted him. He's a very nice guy. I said, dude, can I release your game? He said yes. And I asked him can you help me with translation? I want to learn, bro. I want to do some translation. Say, I'll give you the tools, but you have to learn by yourself. I say, yeah, give me the tools. I'll figure out. So he gave me all the programs, all the tools, and that's how I started translating. So Mystic Knights, it's coming soon. I'm still waiting for some manuals and artwork.
Oh, yes, see.
The
The
CD is already.
The discs are amazing. The discs are amazing. And they're hand painted or etched. They're very sturdy, very durable. You've been working on a Game Boy Advance title. Is this your first time working on the Game Boy Advance? And if so, are you planning to do other retro handhelds in the future or any other retro Game Boy Advance games?
Yes, it's my first Game Boy Advance. Is my first translation ever. This is my first translation ever. So actually, Reggie already played the game, and he's like, "Dude, I love this translation. Yeah, I don't know how you did that, but it's very good." So he's probably gonna come up with something like a gameplay or something. This Metal Gunslinger is gonna be a complete collection game. It's gonna come with a console edition, printed with the artwork, Metal Gunslinger artwork printed on the GBA console. The cartridge. So I'm just trying to figure out what cartridge I'm gonna use, the small one or the bigger one for Game Boy, because it's not that easy to put the game on the cartridge. It's easy. On the big cartridge is easier. I'm trying to find out how to put on the small cartridge for the GBA. I got a Chinese one that I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do it. But if it works, it's gonna be very authentic with the small cartridge. It's gonna look more GBA thing. But the game is gonna come with a poster, manual. It's gonna look beautiful. You guys gonna love it. But it's still a secret. It's not out there yet.
Yeah, I've seen some teased pictures on Instagram, but I don't know if there's anything physical of that yet. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait. Gotta be patient. So, what are some platforms you would love to release reproductions for that you've yet to do?
Super Nintendo. I really like Super Nintendo. Actually, that's how I start on gaming when I was young. That was my first console. My first game was Mario, and that's what got me into games. That's probably one of the questions. I'm probably answer some questions, but that's what got me into games. And I would love to do Super Nintendo games, and I already have something in mind, and artwork is already being done. So I got some pictures coming soon on Instagram.
You know, I'm just ready for it all. Like I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, just give it all to me. Just let me know. Let me know everything.
And there's a lot of beautiful translations out there for Super Nintendo. I think they deserved a nice physical uh, release with a nice translated manual, nice translated box. That's what I'm selling. The box, the artwork. Like I say, the game is out there, people can play, but I like to see the thing on my shelf and show my friends and put the cartridge on the console. That's how I like to play my retro games. I'm not a phone guy to play my things on emulator. I don't like that. So
Yeah.
that what bring me to the making all those nice manuals and boxes.
You know, I saw some fan made games too. Like there was a fan made NES or Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy VII. It was like Final Fantasy D-Make or something. And it looks absolutely cool. And I'm like, I would love a physical of that. And maybe the cartridge could be like see-through plastic, and then it could have a big manual and a and a freaking poster, world map, or something cool of it. I don't know who made that, but there are so many awesome D-Make games out there or fan-made games. There's like a PS1 version of Bloodborne. So if I could have physical copies of those kind of games, I am all for it. I will fill my whole shelf up with them. For those who don't know about reproductions, could you please tell us what you need in order to play these games? Can they work on any console or only specific ones?
Okay, you can obviously you can just get them for free on the internet and get an emulator and play on your phone or your computer anytime. They are out there, they're free. You know, if you're not a physical guy, you don't like to collect, that's the way, that's how you do it. PlayStation 1, you need to mod your console. It's a very easy mod. I think anyone can do it at home. It's not that hard. Just need the right tools. There's a bunch of videos out there how to do it. PlayStation 2, also you need to mod the console, but it's much harder a mod. You need a lot of experience with soldering. I don't think like a regular guy at home is gonna be able to do if he doesn't have any soldering and electronic background. It's kind
That's
of,
me.
it takes me, I have the knowledge and it takes me like 2 hours to mod one. And then I have to clean everything, make everything nice and clean and restored. So just to mod one console takes like 3-4 hours to make everything nice and ready. Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn you need to mod too. It's easy mod. Sega Saturn you can buy the chip online and just do it at home. It's pretty easy. You just need one solder. Very easy. Sega CD, you don't need to mod your console. Super Nintendo, you don't need. Also, TurboGrafx, you don't need. But I'm probably, that's what I'm doing for PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Sega CD, Super Nintendo, and I'm probably thinking about TurboGrafx CD also soon coming up.
Yeah, so just to clarify, everyone, for these physical reproductions for the PS1, PS2, those particular consoles, you need a modded PS1 or PS2. Now, he is selling some of those like special console bundles, like Tales of Fantasia, there's Tales of Destiny, there's probably some other special consoles that he's making as well that we haven't seen yet. So if you are interested in these reproductions, and you want to buy them but play them, you're going to need a modded console. Me personally, I'm just going to get one from him because I like the artwork and I want a special themed console. I think it'd be really cool. So definitely look out for that. It's not particularly cheap, you know, because he's putting a lot of work into these. He's modding it for you. He's hand painting it. He's putting special other little items in there. So it's not going to be as cheap as just getting one off eBay or whatnot, but it's truly worth it. So definitely keep that in mind.
You can basically play all PlayStation 1's repros. The PlayStation 2, it's the good thing about PlayStation 2, you can play PlayStation 1 backups, you can play PlayStation 2 backups, you can play PAL games from any region, you can play on your PlayStation 2. So basically your PlayStation 2 can play everything from PS1 and PS2, any region.
You probably already touched upon this question a little bit, but I just want to give you the opportunity to explain in more detail what sets you apart from other people doing reproductions out there, and what do you hope to accomplish with Project Retro Games?
Uh, I think the quality is definitely different. Every time I make a game, I try to make much better than the last one. What I'm trying to accomplish is what I told you, as to give the people something that they can show up, not something cheap that's gonna scratch easy. They're gonna drop and it's gonna break something, it's gonna scratch. So that's my accomplishment. It makes me happy to know that they have something that's quality job, and they can show the friends and they can play the game they really want, because it's so nice to be able to play a game that was in Japanese and you don't even know how some people play the game in Japanese anyway, and now they have the opportunity to play in English, and they have a physical game, like all the artwork, the manuals. It's so nice to go through the manual and see, how the game's supposed to be if it was made in English. I think that makes me very happy.
For example, Tales of Fantasia, that never had the PS1 release over here. We never got an English copy. I believe it was only in Japan.
Yeah.
And I think we got like a Game Boy version of that. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really know. My first Tales game was Symphonia, so I never really got to experience the older ones. But now I can, because of the English version, and it gets to display on my shelf proudly. So I'm happy about that. So, talking more about the games and your products, is there anything you've been working on in secret, or anything that you want to announce or show off to everybody watching today?
I'm working on a Dreamcast console edition.
Ooh.
I'm working on a Dreamcast Atomics Wave edition.
Oh, that's so cool.
GDMU, so it's not going to be CD, it's not going to be a CD game, it's going to be a SD card with all Atomics Wave edition games on it, and the console is going to be all red with Atomics Wave painted on top. So I'm going to make the manual small, but it's going to look very nice. So that's something that I'm working on it. And I can probably show off something. Let me show this off.
You got to give me something. I got to see something.
So I'm going to show you guys the shelf. It's not ready, it's raw. I don't have the paint yet, but this is the shelf.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's a transparent.
Oh.
So the logo, the Atomics Wave logo, is going to be printed on here, on this top. Okay, and it's going to be HDMI also.
Oh,
so you're going to play directly on your modern TV. Okay, and I'm just working on the controller. I don't know yet what kind of controller I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to come up with an arcade controller.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I'm testing the controllers. I have the red edition controller, Dreamcast, the original red one, but I want to go more arcade. So I'm probably going to get the arcade controller and do some nice paint on top.
That's
and
really cool.
The SD card is going to come on this little box right here. This box, it's waterproof. It's shockproof also. If you drop, if it gets wet, your SD card is not gonna be damaged. So your SD card is gonna be nice and saved inside.
Wow.
And inside this small box here is gonna be a mini manual talking about the Dreamcast mod, talking about the games and stuff, but it's gonna be a mini manual. And of course, a huge poster with a background art, but I'm gonna have 20 different stickers that you can stick on your poster, about the game. It's like stickers about the game. So it's gonna be like a sticker collection that you can put, your poster, and then you can frame.
Oh, ah, y'all see what I'm talking about? This man is a legend. Like, dude, that is so cool. Like, that is so cool. And I'll be honest, I've never had a Dreamcast. I've never even got to play one. I almost got to have one when I was younger, when the GameCube was coming out, a Dreamcast like discounted. I wanted to get it for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. But then I heard that it was coming to GameCube, so I was like, nah, I don't want the Dreamcast. Now I wish I would have got it because the console is so awesome. And probably if I could have one Dreamcast console, I loved that Resident Evil Code Veronica one they put out. I think it was in Japan or something. I absolutely love the look of that. And I think people make the shells and they kind of make it or sell it or whatever. But man, I saw that and I was like, I would literally flip out for that console. And I still wish I could play one today, but all the games are so expensive. And it's like, I feel like I'm too late. I feel like I'm too late with Dreamcast, but maybe I'm not. I mean, you're making some awesome, awesome high quality reproductions. So maybe it's time. Maybe I can still enjoy it. And I know you can play burned games on there, can't you, without needing a mod?
Dreamcast, yes, only region 0 and 1 you can play Born games. Yeah, Dreamcast,
Wow.
yes.
Awesome.
This Atomic Wave edition is gonna be with the beautiful games like the Metal Slug 6, the King of Fighters 11. What else? Guilty Gear X. Man,
Wow.
all the and the good thing about the GDMU mod, it's like the game has no load. It's gonna
So
be
it's
like just
instantaneous.
yeah. Some people are selling the Metal Slug 6 CD edition for Dreamcast, but the game has a lot of lag because it doesn't fit on a CD right, so it doesn't play right. If you play on this with this mod, you're gonna play the game like you are playing an arcade. Basically, it's gonna be like
Wow.
no load at all. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. But it's coming up. I'm still working on the box, console box, artwork and stuff. But my designer has everything. I'm just waiting for the pictures to see for the approval. Those people that are buying the mod console, I want to provide them games too. I want to do like editions of survival horror edition with manual, do some shoot 'em up edition with manual.
If you think about it, it's similar to the Evercade because they have multi-cart games all on there. And I mean, SD cards, as far as I know, it's good storage. It's not going to degrade too quickly. I mean, I'm not technical, dude, so I don't really know. But I think that's equivalent to that or similar to a Switch cartridge in a way. So, and you're putting in the work to make it look like a real physical game release. So I'm definitely for it. It may not be a disc, but it's not going to take as much room up on your shelf. And I think it's awesome. I mean, I would definitely be down for that.
The good thing is you're getting just, let's say I make a version like a shoot 'em up version on this SD card. It's good because if you mix all your games on your SD card, you put a bunch of games, survival horror, shoot 'em up, and one day you want to play the game, you're like, oh man, where's that game? If you make
Yeah.
just one version of, let's see, oh, I have the shoot 'em up version here, so I know I have the survival horror version on that other box. I have the Atomic Wave version on that, so it's everything's separated. It's easy for you to go to your shelf and pick up what you want. I think that's
especially if you make the little cases, they're all different
the little
colors,
cases.
so it kind of feels like, oh well, I know it's the shoot 'em up one is the green color, so let me go over there and put that one in or something. That's really awesome. And I know Blaze Entertainment is making lots of money with the Evercade, and they're doing multi-cart games and from different studios, they're official licensed ones. So I'm definitely for that, and to be able to play it with HDMI on a modern TV without having to go out and get an old TV or get one of those hookups that you need to play it on a modern TV with the bad resolution. It's just going to work out of the box. I'm for that.
It's going to be limited edition. It's not going to be a lot. I'm thinking about 30 or 50. I think I have to go to 50 because people are going to be like, I want it. So I think I'm going to go with the 50 unities. So I think people will like it.
So aside from that, is there any other stuff that you want to show off or want to talk about?
On my Instagram already, but I think it's the first time a PC Engine U card is being reproduced.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't
So
even know about that
yeah,
console. I have no knowledge of that
yeah.
whatsoever.
So my friends from Brazil, I have a friend in Brazil, and he's the one that's doing this beautiful work for me. And it's a new technology, and he come up with this, and he said, "You want to try?" I say, "Yeah, let's do it." And then we came up with this game. It's a reprogram for a magical chase.
Oh
But
wow.
I don't like to do like repro. Like I like to do like translations and hacks. So I told him, let's do more translations. I know this magical chase is a translation. This is a translation game, so that's why I did. So yeah, I'm probably gonna come up with more PC Engine translations out there. Just keep a lookout.
I don't know if you have any around, but do you have one of those special painted consoles with you that you could show while you're on camera so people can really see the quality of the hand painted artwork?
I have here the Tales of Fantasia console. The Tales of Destiny console was a prototype, was only one made. I'm gonna make 30 of them, but I made one. It's done, it's ready. I got everything, the poster, the manuals, but I send out to Reggie. It's not with me. So he's gonna be the one revealing that console for the public.
Yeah,
Probably coming very soon. I think this weekend or next weekend. That's why I don't have it here.
yeah.
I have the only one I have is Tales of Fantasia. I can show you guys.
Oh, look at
Um,
that. Look at that. I want that. And then on the bottom, it actually has you put
yeah,
real authentic labeled stickers with the characters on it, so it looks like it's legit, like real, like a real
this is
release.
this is
I,
number. I made 20. I made 20. First, I made a 20 batch, and then I make the last 20. So it's gonna be only 40. Actually, it's almost sold out. I think I have only 4 left.
I know I want one of them. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
one of them if I had money.
And comes with a console manual also,
Yeah.
like custom made manual. Yeah, I think I have only 20 left.
Please, I hate to
Yeah.
be picky, but please set one aside for me, please, because I want one.
Um,
You know I do.
I got it. It's already been saved. Uh,
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
I don't I made not a 20 batch. It's probably been it's gonna take some time to for shipping because I have to mod 20 consoles. I gotta wait for the manuals. I gotta wait for the CDs, the console manual. So it takes some time.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some time for me to start shipping. But if you want it, order now because I'm not gonna make anymore. Only
Yeah.
4 left. Tales of Destiny consoles are the white version, the Japanese console. And to buy them, they come from Japan. I have to order 30. So I already have, I think I have here I have about 10. So every week I order like 2, 3, and then when I have the 30 here, I still have to go through restoration,
Mhm.
and then modding, and that's what takes a little bit of time. But when it's done, it's gonna be nice and beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Reggie's unveil of that console. So it's gonna
Forget
be.
don't forget about Radical Reggie 100K edition console that's
Oh
probably
yeah,
coming soon. And that's gonna be a console that I don't want to say a lot, but because the 100K edition YouTube plate is silver, the console is gonna be like it's gonna have some real silver on it, like 99K silver on it, because I'm gonna do some custom silver leaf on it, and it's gonna have a custom paint on top also. But and combination of 3 games that I don't want to talk about, but it's gonna be a compilation of games that's gonna be on one box. You're basically gonna have there with those 3 compilations, you're gonna be able to play about 50 games on your PS2 already with that Radical Reggie edition console. So it's gonna be compilation games all together on three different CDs.
oh my gosh, you're blowing my mind. That is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be so cool. So, um, I want to ask because we're talking about video games and reproductions. What is your favorite video game console of all time and some of your favorite games?
Uh, I think my favorite game is Mortal Kombat 2 from Super Nintendo. That was my first game, my first console, and I loved playing Mortal Kombat 2 with my brother, with my friends. And I have here on my collection, like I also have some games here that I didn't show you guys. That's coming up too, like Gran Turismo 2 hack. But this is I'll show you guys later. There you go. There, that's my nice, beautiful Mortal Kombat 2 for Super Nintendo. On my
Oh
collection,
wow.
I've got probably 20 games, Super Nintendo games here. That's my favorite games.
I remember Kombat on the Super Nintendo. It was great.
There's some games that's coming up. I didn't show you guys. If you want me to show the games that are coming up.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I got 3 games there here that I forgot to. I think you gave me a question about the games, and I forgot to show you that. Okay, Smurfs for Sega CD.
Everybody loves Smurfs. There's new Smurf games out on the market right now, so that's a great choice to bring out.
This one, it's only PAL region. It's only from Europe. You're not able to play this game on American consoles, but me and my guys from Brazil are able to remove the key, the PAL key, and now it's playable on American consoles.
Nice.
So it's the first time you guys gonna be play this game on American console. And this is coming with Smurfs 2. That's also a European game, PAL game, but we are able to change the region. So it's gonna be 2 games, Smurfs 1 and Smurfs 2.
So cool.
And this all inside of a custom box with the poster, manuals, everything is gonna be like a nice collection.
Mm. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna have an emphasis on the blue color.
Yes, the cartridge alone is blue.
Yeah.
Here's the cartridge. It's like a shiny, it's like a transparent blue.
Ooh, that's nice. Nice choice.
I
I was
don't have
about to say, I bet it's transparent blue, and then you said it, and I was like, I knew it. I knew it was. I knew it was.
looks really nice. I don't have the manual yet. For the Sega CD, I have the manual. Those are prototypes, but I already ordered everything. Everything's coming. The box, the manuals, the posters are coming. I already ordered, so I'm waiting for this to put together. Also, Cotton translated for PS1 on a long box.
Nice.
This artwork here, I'm probably gonna change something. This is a prototype. Okay, it's not the final work. The CD. The
Ooh,
CD is
so
done.
pretty.
The CD, this is gonna be the CD. CD is ready.
So
But
pretty.
the only thing I didn't like on this game is the artwork on the front. So I'm gonna change something. That's the part of the work. Sometimes you get a prototype and you have, oh, okay, it doesn't look good. I gotta change something, and then you gotta redo it. And Gran Turismo 2 Plus, there's a lot of changes on this game. A lot of they fix a lot of lag that the original game had, and they add some colors also. It's
Wow.
coming. It's not ready yet, but that's how it's gonna look inside.
That's pretty.
All right, I think I got too excited and I showed too much.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I'm pretty sure everybody watching this is getting excited. And they're like, I'm going there right now to buy a bunch of stuff, even though I don't have the money for it. But aside from Project Retro games and video games, is there any other hobbies or interests that you have?
My hobby is motorcycles. I like motorcycles. I like to work on them. I like to ride. I like to restore motorcycles. I like vintage motorcycles. Two of my loves is motorcycles and games. That's what I like. So it's easy that way when you work with what you like, you know.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Like getting to work with Premium, getting to talk to people about video games, getting to answer customer service emails that are excited about our games. Just it's great. It's great to do something that you love and it makes you happy. So yeah. But we spoke off camera that you're going to be taking a trip to Brazil. So could you tell us more about that? And have you traveled a lot? And if so, where are some of the other places you've been to?
Yeah, I went to first let's talk about Brazil. I go to Brazil like 2 or 3 times a year because I'm from Brazil, so my whole family is there. But this time it's a very hard time for me because my brother is fighting cancer. So I'm going there. I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend there because I feel like I have to be close to him now because he really needs me. We talk and say, brother, can you come here? I say, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna whatever you need, let me know. And we always been close. And I think this time I have to go there because of this. It's been a very hard time for me and for him. That's why I'm kind of, I could have a lot of stuff done, but I'm taking a little slow now because I have to do this for my brother. But I think everything's gonna be okay with him. He was at the hospital for 10 days, but he's already at home. I think he's feeling better now. He said, I'm good, but I need you here. I say, okay, I'll go there and I'll stay you. That's gonna make you feel better and get better, that's what I have to do.
I'm sorry your brother's going through that. I know cancer is not easy. There's been cancer in my family. There's cancer in a lot of people's families. And it's hard when you have a loved one that you're really close to and they're going through a tough time. When I was younger, my uncle he was everything to me. We played video games together, everything. And when he got Alzheimer's, that was really hard. Watching him slowly forget everything and eventually not being able to do anything. It was really difficult. So yeah, being there for your loved ones, your friends, and people that you really care about, that's the most important thing. So everyone, if you placed an order on the website, please be patient because he's going
Yeah,
to take care of his family, and we appreciate your patience with that.
yeah, I'm waiting for Resident Evil. Actually, talking about Resident Evil here. I think you got one, right? I think you got one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You sent me one.
So I made a hundred of it. The first 50 sold out, I think, in 3 days, and then I put another 50 batch and sold out, I think, same thing, 3 days. And I'm still waiting for manuals for the Resident Evil. They are probably gonna be here tomorrow, so gonna fly. I'm flying in 8 days. I think I'm going to Brazil. But I have a friend here. He's from Brazil. He came to visit me, and he's gonna help me out to finish this collection. I'm gonna try to ship this before I go to Brazil. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do all of them, but if I'm not, of course I'm gonna contact the people that I didn't and tell them, don't worry about it. Your game is gonna be shipped. Just gonna take a little bit of time because I had to do this trip for my brother and but I think people understand. Some people already, I talked to them and they want the game, but they want to know that a lot of people wishing me good luck with my brother, sending me positive notes on my Instagram. Thank you to all those people that are being very kind and sending great words and prayers for my brother. Thank you so much. Sometimes it's gonna take a little bit time because, like I said, it's not just my trip, but you gotta wait for manuals, for the boxes, for this. Just this collection is 7 CDs. So
Whew.
total of the 350 CDs is a lot for me alone because I'm doing this alone. I don't have any help now. Now I got my friend that's gonna help me out for those days. But that's why I'm doing limited editions, like 200 is my max because I'm only one guy for now. Maybe if I have
Yeah.
some help later, maybe I can maybe do a little bit more, maybe 300, like Police Nauts. I made 200 copies, sold out. People are asking me, dude, I want Police Nauts. Can you make them again? Can you make it again? Unfortunately, I can't do it because I have so many projects on the line. But one day, maybe okay, let's come back with Police Nauts, and maybe next year, mid of the year, I don't know. But we might be able to come back one day for sure. But yeah, I'm very excited to be close to my brother, and I think it's going to be a good thing for me and for him also. I think that's going to help him to get out of this disease, and I think because we will be very close together, we are very good friends. He's not just my brother; he's my game partner. So that's what I want to do. I want to go there, get my PlayStation 3, my PlayStation 2, put some games, and making him happy. I think that's gonna no cancer is gonna beat that. No cancer is gonna beat that because if you're happy, I think you can beat anything. That's what I want to do for him. I want to make him happy, and I think he's gonna get out of that cancer very easy. If I'm close to him, I think it's gonna be easier for him. That's what I want to do.
Well, I'm sending lots of love and support to your brother, and I hope y'all have a fantastic time. I've heard so many times that Brazil is just an absolutely beautiful country. I've never done much travel, but if I could go there, I definitely would. So, coming to the end, final question. Is there anything you would like to say to those who purchased from your website or to those watching this video? And lastly, can you please tell everyone where they can find you or share any socials so people can support you?
First of all, I want to say to them, thank you very much for all the support they give me. Of course, I have some, you know, you always have haters out there. They come to your website and they say, "Oh, you're copying games, you're taking people's work, and you're doing this." And I try to explain to them, most of the people I'm trying to ask permission, and some people are giving permission for those games. And what I'm selling here is not the game; it's the artwork that I'm putting into it, the translation for the manuals, the acrylic box, the manual, the poster. This is what I'm selling. If you want the game alone, you can download for free anytime. But a lot of support. Most of the people on my Instagram, they when they received the game, they shot me a text right away. Thank you for the game. It looks great. Keep doing this. You're doing a great job. So I want to give them a big thank you for that. And I wanna tell them, please support those guys that do translations. They deserve the same love. They deserve support. If you can find a way to support those guys, oh, who did this game? Oh, this guy did the game. Let me find where this guy. Can I support you? How do I support you? Please, those guys deserve, because it's not easy. It's a lot of work. Okay. And that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the nice words that you guys gave to me.
Everybody, thank you so much for supporting Project Retro Games. And if you want to check out Project Retro Games, I will have a link to Instagram and to the website. Also, once again, big shout out to Reggie for bringing this to my attention. I'll have a link to his channel because I know he's got a lot of cool videos coming up from Project Retro Games. So stay tuned to that. But with that said, thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that sub button and join the 1UP family. And if you are subscribed, like and share this video for additional 1UPs. And like always, happy gaming, and let's all 1UP our collection together. All right, bye everybody.
Guys, thank you very much.
Game over now.
Phil1Up collects. Subscribe to join the 1UP family today, and let's all 1UP our collections together. Happy gaming and collecting, everyone. See you real soon.